This just in. Man bites dog. Alright, so the latest news in my quest to 600. Well, first of all, this is Brian Jewell, friend and one of my athletes. And, I've had him for a while now. Dude is 19 years old. And at this point, he's a powerlifting vet. So today he kind of had a rough day, but he managed to sneak away with some form of progress. And I was going to go in and do a pull day, but I changed things last minute. I did legs on Monday. This is today on Wednesday, and I felt good, and I thought the environment was right. I was there with my buddy, with my boy, and I thought that might as well. I was gonna test some calm gym singles on Friday, maybe Saturday, but this was too good to pass up on. So I decided to just test out where I was at today. Definitely not push to my limits, but just get a good idea as to what my first and second attempts at a meet should be. And this is gonna be the first meet I do without knee wraps, so I definitely wanted to feel comfortable come March 9th. And this was 405. Actually felt really good, and I decided that crap 425 was definitely a must today. So we decided to up it. This was Brian Jewell's top set. And this was 385, a little grindy, a little more grindy than I would have liked, but I think we kind of have things figured out. And his main thing is that if he's going to use wraps, which at this point we've decided we're going to go with wraps, because in the APA they let you use wraps. He really needs to figure out a certain wrap tightness that works for him, that's not going to affect his depth or his mechanics, and it's going to let him do his thing. And he has a really good stretch reflex at the bottom, so that's something we're working on, and he knows it. So this was a little bit more grindy than we wanted. This was probably a 10. We could probably have added 5 more pounds, but no more. But he knows it, and he managed to do a 180 in a bit. You're going to see. So this was 425, which I have done at some point. And last time it felt pretty good. It felt okay, but this time I really felt like I was in control, and I really just felt like as soon as I unracked it, I knew this was going up. Whereas last time there was a little doubt. So this is probably, I think, gonna be around my opener. We will see. I will negotiate that with the boss, aka Melissa, see what she says. She's actually looking at this right now, and I can tell by the look on her face after I finish this. But this could possibly be an opener for the March 9th meet. So here we go. Took a little bit too long, but this cage is a little narrow, and you have to be careful with it. So, yep. Yeah, she said this is an opener. So this is going to be my opener, and usually an opener is a weight that you can do for, 3 times with a blood alcohol level past the legal limit at 3 in the morning. So you want a worst case, a weight that is a triple on a bad day. And I really think that 425 right now is a weight that you can triple. So I wanted to actually hit another one with it just to be really confident, but instead I decided to put it back and give 445 a ride. And this is the most I've done high bar without knee wraps, weighing under 190. So I am about 185, 186, 187 if I get an 800 gram carb day in. So I was pleased. Slight grinder. I certainly deviated from form. My knees went in a little bit more than I wanted. I keep those knees out. That thing is moving, and I have to remember that. So again, I was really pleased with that. Smooth single. We moved on to deadlift. We wanted to see where our deadlifts were at, and this was Brian doing 460 something. These plates were, they were in kilos, and being good old American boys, we were kind of lost, but we kind of had it figured out. This was 460 something. This was his tester. This is probably gonna be his opener at the meet, and then this is a PR for Brian Jewell. This is 503. I think is what we agreed on. It's 503, and he made it happen. He's still figuring out some things with his with keeping his shoulders tight and keeping his shoulders tight so his T-spine doesn't have to do that last part for him. But really good progress, and I just recently switched up a lot of things on his deadlift, so I was proud of my boy. Good stuff, Brian. 3-pound PR. I'll take it. And you know what? He was actually, I think, about 30 pounds lighter than when he hit 500. So 503, 25, 30 pounds lighter. That's a good day if you ask me. And this is me pre-big attempt. This was 573. So this is where I'm at, 573. Might be 575. I'm going to have to go back and look at those plates. Were they 20 kilos or 20.4? But anyhow, the main thing here, I'm really comfortable with my mechanics right now. I just need to hit that bar with more speed, and that's something that it was a little better here, but you know, there's still a lot left in there. And this is, you know, my second attempt is going to be in the 570s, which is pretty freaking wild if you ask me. As a 181er, it's going to be in the 570s, so I'm very excited about that. Means I might have a 580 to 590 attempt in this meet. So this is how it went. Same shirt as last time when I got the 550 last off season, and done. So let's get some commentary.
Got it.
That's what I'm talking about. You have anything you want to say?
Same old shirt, different weight. Same old shirt, different weight. We're celebrating.
What are you celebrating?
What are you celebrating?
Deadlift PR, and this is how you do it.
And just to let him know, get at me, Miner.